And we're live.
Oh my God, we haven't done this in such a while.
Yeah, we missed
We
few
missed
weeks.
yes.
I
I
know.
feel like it's been
I don't know like how.
There was a storm by us, and then the week after that, like no day was good for like anybody. Everybody was like,
It was really bad. We were kind of tight schedule. I was like the volunteering thing, and you were working every day, I think, and it was ridiculous.
yeah.
Actually, and today, out of all the days,
You
like
have
our
no
internet
idea.
has been perfect. these days.
Literally every
And
day
usually,
is
like it's
perfect.
not because this is like a place up. Like this is my summer house, and so like people just come here to vacation, and so the internet is usually like very bad here.
But this was
And the
great.
internet was
every
great
single
this year.
day.
Every day was great, and then today a storm, and
Literally.
then just like
It's
no
okay.
internet.
It's
Great.
working now.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Yeah,
speak too soon.
let's just not. Let's just not say it's. Oh my God, we have so much to talk about. I don't know where to start.
I know. I guess should we talk?
I think
about...
my favorite in this episode was the Blakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I don't think there's like any other contender like Echo's backstory.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that scene.
Oh my God, no, I love the Blake scene. I mean,
yeah, me too. But like for the moment, from the moment I read, did you read the script for the original?
I saw that there was supposed to be a lot more, and then they took it out.
I can't understand
God.
why. That was the most important scene. Why would you ever cut it out, honestly?
Like literally it was like 4 seasons coming, and you cut out such a big part of it for what?
Yeah.
Like give me one thing in that episode which was more important than the Blakes. Like I don't get it. I really don't get it.
So
But
true.
like yeah, but like still I absolutely adore that scene.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, but it still like breaks my heart. Like I love I guess love that like Bellamy said that, you know, you're my sister but you're not my responsibility anymore. Because like I don't want her to be his responsibility in the way that she was, because you know that wasn't the best thing ever. But like I'm still like, oh my God, like that hurts me. Like that was like their relationship. That was like what we knew for the longest time. So like I'm bittersweet about that scene.
Yeah, I think it was painful, but like in the best way. Like we all have been waiting for a scene like that, and then to have it be so raw and emotional, and you could just tell Bellamy was just fighting back the tears as he's like telling her, you know, you're my sister, but you're not my responsibility.
He was struggling, and I feel like Bellamy, if he didn't care about Octavia anymore, he really didn't want any relationship with her, he would have been more cold towards her, and he wouldn't have had that emotion. And I'm so happy for like where they're gonna go now from here.
Yeah, I think that I like that he said that you're not my responsibility anymore, because since he was little, like since Octavia was born, he's had this weight on his shoulder, and he's almost had to be like a father figure for her. And for him to take a step aside and be like, you know, you're an adult now, you're your own person, you're not my responsibility. So what your choices have nothing to do with me anymore. Like I think that it was a healthy way of like saying like, you're still my sister though. I'm just not gonna be responsible for your actions anymore. Like I can't carry that as well. Because see, Bellamy has got a lot going on as well too. Like he does not need to deal with that.
I feel like we needed that scene, and we needed Bellamy to tell her that, and we needed Bellamy to like realize that himself. That way they could have a normal like brother-sister relationship and not so much like a parent type relationship. So
Exactly. Like I feel like after this episode we were like filming the review and we were talking about the Blakes, and I literally I heard myself saying the exact same thing I said after I think 413 or 412 or something, like after
when
the
they
whole
finally
like somehow we're in the like a good place or whatever. I was just like, this is the perfect opportunity for them to build a new type of relationship, and then it went downhill again.
Yeah, but like I now
this is a better start.
I think that this is the first time that they are both in a good, like not good mentally space, but like
mature.
Yeah, they definitely mature because they've been through enough both, And like this is the first time that there is actual opportunity for them to have a normal relationship and healthy relationship.
Yes.
Because I feel like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know what happens now next, because I think like there still needs to be
because
like a talk.
Yeah,
Because, like from Bellamy's side, like he didn't say. I mean, he said enough, I guess, but I still feel like that needs to be completely resolved for them to be like in good terms.
Yeah, that's why I'm sad that part was that there were parts that were cut out, because like I feel like we've been waiting also for Octavia for such a long time to realize that stuff she did were not okay. Like stuff she did to him.
Yeah.
Like we've been waiting for that for such a long time. I honestly didn't even know it was ever gonna happen. Like that she was ever gonna admit that in a way I was gonna be satisfied with it. But actually, like, so that's why I'm so sad that part was cut out. And I think this is the first time that like Bellamy realizes that she is not his responsibility anymore. But I think that this is the first time also that Octavia realizes like that she can blame him for stuff that has nothing to do with him. Even though she did blame him, like when he landed on the ground, she still like even when he came back, she still like blamed this is your fault. Like we're going to war because of you. I feel like that's because like I feel like yeah.
I mean, because they were brought up that way to, I think, every pain that Octavia feels, she's gonna blame Bellamy for it.
Yeah.
Even though like it makes absolutely no sense, but she's gonna blame him for it because I mean they had a very unhealthy, I think,
because
childhood because of the way they had to grow up. And so like finally I think she realized what she did. Yeah. And that's gonna stop, and then I don't have to hear like it's your fault.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going back to that.
Oh
so
my God,
actually, I'm very excited. Even though if we don't get one more talk, are we there? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, we lost you.
Even though if we don't get like the one more talk or one more emotional scene in this season, which I would really want like love. I feel like that's definitely coming in season 7, and so I feel like their relationship is finally, for the love of God, finally going where it should be.
Like
honestly,
season 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I could think that they would cut something like so important as like the line where it said something like she basically the parts that they cut, I feel like are gonna come back because I feel like you said, like we need to have another conversation. And the only reason I feel like they shortened that combo and they made it. Like, because it was a really long conversation that they had, and they cut a lot. And I feel like the only reason for it is because they're going to have another one. And I think that when they have another one, it'll be more on stable ground. So I think right now they're kind of civil. Like, I would say they're civil. They're not fully back to, like, the way they used to, but they have an understanding.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something. I'm going to take.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, Octavia's story this season has just been wonderful to watch and to see her build herself back up. Like, we still can't go over that scene with Pike and that whole thing. She was raising blood like, one of my favorite scenes from the show.
Yeah, me too. Mine
that
too,
was
definitely.
So good. Like, I remember I was just having to take a moment after that one.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck was that? Because we didn't expect, like, Pike to be back. I don't know why, because I feel like everyone in the fandom was like, oh, Mikey Beach is coming back. And for some reason, like, that just skipped over my head because they say everyone's going to come back. And he appears, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
it had such an important, like, role in everything. Like, when you realize how much... That's where her story went down and everything, and like everything he said, it was just amazing. So it really is one of my favorite scenes, honestly, of the entire show. So like,
yeah, no, definitely. And I think she needed that. She needed that wake up because that's what it was that got her out of that rut that she's been in, because she's felt like she's not worthy or anything like that. And I just feel like to have to face those demons and to face Lincoln, and for them never to mention Lincoln at all ever since he left the show and all of that, to just bring him back in that way just made it so much more powerful, honestly. And it made it where it's like, okay, this makes sense why we have not had a Lincoln mention in so long, because they've been waiting for that moment of Octavia having to face it, to bring it back. And the way that they brought it back was so powerful.
Yeah, but like this show doesn't mention Lincoln, but we got like 2 times a flashback of him dying. Like it was 4 something.
Yeah.
We got it now. I'm like, stop showing it to me. Like I know, I remember. I'm still in pain over that. Stop doing that. But no, it was very impactful.
Yeah,
it was
it
very
impactful.
I love the paralleling with that, and with him, like with her wanting to shoot Pike. And then, like, Octavia stopping Madrena from killing Pike. I was like, my heart. I can't. That scene was so good. I can't do that.
That entire scene
I literally can't do
the
that.
moment it started, literally.
Oh my god, we haven't done the live chat for so long. We didn't even discuss this scene.
Yeah, I forgot.
I know, we
Yeah,
didn't
we
really talk
missed
about
that.
this scene. I feel like we need to go like in depth about this scene, because it was just so good. And like, yeah, it happened like 2 episodes ago, but it's still
It's so good. It's still so good. No, but yeah, Octavia's storyline. I feel like nearly every season Octavia gets a really good storyline. Like last season was, I think her storyline was the strongest. I mean, she didn't have much competition last season, or like the strongest storyline. But I mean, this season is also just like been, oh my god, just like a joy to watch.
Yeah.
Just like, and less painful, just like less painful than previous years. And I'm just enjoying it so much.
I think
I'm
like
enjoying this.
how she started off the show like super innocent, and then we watched her go through like this anti-hero phase where she was that villain, and then to see her like rise up from it. Like all the other characters, like I feel like every character has had like that kind of moment where they've been like the villain. Even like Murphy's had that this season, like they kind of like take turns and like rotate. But I feel like Octavia's has just been so amazing to watch because of like where it started to now.
Yeah, because she she started so innocent and she went so dark. Like not no
other character.
Yeah, no other character went that deep down for the entire season. Like we had.
Finn.
Yeah, but it was one episode. Like then we had.
Yeah, I want to say like no other character got that much of an in depth.
Yeah, exactly. Like she had literally the entire season where she was like down.
Yeah.
And even before that, when you think about it, even since season 3, since Lincoln died, and then when she killed Pike, even in season 4, she was like messed up. She was not like in a good place. But
she hasn't been herself in like 3 seasons, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Her storyline has just like been, oh my god, her and Diosa this season. Oh my god, just like the comedic relief that they have brought me was just so good. I can't wait for Diosa to be back.
We literally
because
she's
not
dead.
We have in episode 13, I think we have what
isn't there like a description that like says like an old character returns, not an old character, but like someone returns,
like surprisingly returns.
Then it'll probably be Diosa then.
But the thing is, like, how is she returning? Are we going into the anomaly, or like is she coming out of it?
So we were saying this has been like our theory that we feel like in the finale, we think that we're going. We feel like we're going into that anomaly. We feel like Bellamy and Clarke specifically are gonna go in there. I don't know why they're gonna go in there.
For whatever reason, they're gonna end up in there.
I just feel like they're gonna go.
They're gonna go in there, and they're gonna be in there together, and they are going to end up like on a journey in there next season together, and they're gonna end up running into Diosa, and then stuff's gonna happen. Diosa's not gonna make it out, and they will leave the anomaly with Diosa's child.
What? Oh, interesting.
I thought that Diosa was gonna come out.
Yeah, I thought Diosa was gonna come out and be like,
"We can go
guys,
to let's go to."
You don't know what this is.
There was a party around.
Literally, I thought Diosa was gonna come back and tell everyone we have to go in.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happens inside. Maybe like.
And that's, I think, because something. We know that it ends on like some sort of a cliffhanger or something like.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
Like, yeah. We know
maybe
that
they just like entered in.
maybe that's just like
I like Bellamy and Clarke going in there alone. I like my mind can go. That's like positive. I literally, I season 5 completely destroyed me. I'm ever thinking that was a possibility.
I think that would be wonderful if just the two of them go in. Like, how awesome would it be if the two of them go in and then it's like a split second and they come out and like something happened in there, and then next season we have to find out what happened.
Oh my god, it's like oh my god. It was like, it's not a day trip, it's like a month trip.
It's a season trip. It's a season trip. All right, we're not gonna get that, but it's nice to think about.
I would love that, but like I'm not holding my breath for it. But that would be great.
Yeah.
Like knowing my luck, Bellamy and Clarke are gonna enter. Come out with like a full family, you know.
Yeah.
Two kids.
I'm kidding. It's not gonna happen. They have to break up. They have to break up. Look, I'm like,
But
I can't go into another season with them being together. I will literally.
I think that there's
2 episodes left.
What?
We have 2 episodes left.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think there is a big possibility that they're not breaking.
I know that. Look, there's a big possibility they're not breaking up. But I cannot survive another hiatus with me knowing that they're together. I can't do that.
You don't understand. I don't
3 years.
care.
3 years of knowing they're together. This is the longest relationship in the 100.
No, you don't understand. I'm like now when I'm positive, like now when I think when I know that they're getting together in this show,
we
like,
haven't spoken in a like long time in our life. Milna is like at 100%. Milna is like chilling. Milna is like they're definitely getting together. She's like no problem.
You're like that too, though. After that scene, I think that you have to be like that.
Literally, we're like, it's gonna happen.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's 100% happening. Maybe not in this season because we have no time for that, but like in the next season, 100%. So like even if Becca is together, who the fuck cares? They're gonna break up eventually. So like Clarke can get together. I don't know.
Lola, you have to bring us all back down.
Look, I can't.
You have an idea. Whenever Lola is trying so hard to say something negative, and whenever she says something negative, I gotta go.
No, the problem is I don't know. I can't say something that negative.
Yeah, but like you
because I'm trying to convince myself because I'm not in that mind space anymore. Well, I don't know fucking how. Like one fucking scene brought me completely back. But I'm like trying to protect myself still. No, like she's not. Like I'm trying to protect myself with being like, look, there's a big like it's Jason, you know, it's Jason.
Exactly. I'm just now like okay with that.
Look, soon enough we'll get his interview for the end of this season, and let me just tell you, if I hear platonic one more fucking time after that scene.
I feel
the bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit.
I feel like casual viewer is gonna come after him. Literally, I feel like if platonic after that scene, there is
no because like that scene.
He's not gonna survive that.
Scene. Let me just talk about that fucking scene for a second, because like I was so shocked by it because I'm like this is not bait. Because it's like this is too far to be bait. Yeah. Like you went too far. Yeah. Like you can't call this bait. You can't do this scene and then do nothing with it because it's ridiculous, you know? Because like he could do it. But we also had scenes.
But the thing is, we also had scenes in episode 9 that were clearly, in my opinion, romantic. So they clearly indicated to romance, but like we still didn't have that scene that like can switch us and tell us no, we're going there. Yeah. Because like we're used to that those kind of scenes that you'd have no idea what's happening. Like you see that they're romantic, but he's not gonna do anything about it.
Doesn't have to amount to anything because I mean we're used to it. But.
So like even after that episode, we were what's happening here? Are they doing the same thing again? And then we got what we got. Like the entire.
That was ridiculous. Like that was actually ridiculous.
I just love the difference in our reviews between episode 9 and episode 10. In episode 9,
someone cut off Milana, like saying in episode 9, being like, "Look, I know they're not happening. They're never gonna happen." I'm like, I'm protecting myself. Cuts to Milana. Fuck with protecting myself. I'm not gonna protect myself anymore. They're happening. I'm like, what the fuck?
And all it took is one scene.
But if you really think about this season as a whole, like I know like this season we've been very like, we're 1%, this isn't gonna happen this season. I think we still know that. We know that next season is where we have some
season, there's like nothing. Yeah, this season is still 0%. This is not coming
exactly. This season we're not getting it, but next season I really feel like
we have to. There's no way that we can't.
This season has been all about Bellamy realizing how important Clarke is to him.
Exactly.
But now that you said it out loud, like it's not happening this season, but next season.
Guys, how often have those words come out of all of our mouths on a live chat?
On the trauma saying that every fucking season. Now that you said it, I'm like, oh my gosh.
We're not this year, but next year.
I have like PTSD about that.
I feel like somebody needs to make like a compilation video of all the times that we've said next season.
No, I don't want to see it. It's gonna be too sad to watch that.
Yeah,
seriously.
Oh God.
But I want to see it when they get together.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, the time that we were right.
Yeah, we were right there in season 2.
We were right this time.
Oh my God.
That's
so I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with me now if they don't actually get them together, or if they don't do anything. Like if I don't have any, I think we need a scene in the finale that will indicate to us that we're going there. I mean,
I don't.
Milan doesn't need anything now. Look, I need more and more.
I feel, we need something. I mean, there has to be.
What we need is a Becco breakup.
No, we're not gonna get a Becco breakup. But I need there to be like
there has to. Okay, we can't have Blarg be together if Becco doesn't break up. We have to get a breakup.
I don't think we're gonna get like a straightforward breakup though. I think if anything, it's gonna be something that's like like an understanding of like it's over, but we don't need to make it this giant thing. We'll make it that. But I feel like we're not going to get like a formal like breakup in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, they could do it though. Like, think about like Echo, like how she must feel. Like Bellamy's risking everything for Clarke. Like that's not normal.
Like if she was in the room when he was like saying, "I'm not losing you again. I'm not letting you go." Oh my God! Like
honestly,
there's a reason she wasn't in the room for that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Echo, but I'm like, girl, please get some self-respect and end that relationship, because it's like, this is, I mean, it's sad. like, he's not, oh my God, this is sad. He's not gonna put you first. He's literally gonna put another girl first. Like, oh my God, break up. Like, break up.
Yeah, but I really don't think we will have any time for that. I think they always do that, those type of things in finales. Like, I feel like that what's gonna happen, like, I don't know, it's gonna. I feel like that's gonna take the first place, not like relationships and
as usual,
characters.
As usual, the presidents, like the plot. The plot takes precedence, which sucks. I mean, actually, no. In this season, it really hasn't. Like, the plot has been good, but I think they dealt with characters a lot this season. I mean, the relationship and the characters.
Yeah, there's been a good balance.
This season is amazing. It really has, especially like with all the hope that we went into like this season. Like, I think we all went into this season with not feeling anything for the show. So,
literally, the bar was so low it could only go up. You know?
Exactly. I think we were all very pleasantly surprised at how good this season turned out to be.
Yeah, I agree.
No, completely.
It turned out to be amazing season.
Yeah,
honestly,
I really
plot was really interesting in my opinion. I really enjoyed every single part of it and every episode. And the most important part for me is that they dealt with characters, like in relationships, but honestly, they didn't deal with all the characters, but they dealt with my favorite characters, like the 3 of them.
Yeah.
So that,
I think like Raven has been put like on a back burner.
Really back. Like she's not.
There's no really there.
At this point, honestly,
those types of storylines were kind of I put on the back burner, but like
exactly what I said. Like the 3 of them are my favorites. So like when they are in season 5, only Octavia's storyline was like if you can say the good one, and like only her stuff, like, but not relationships with any
just like
single character,
thing.
like just like a personal thing, like, and none of the other characters in season 5. So like in season we had like every relationship around the three of them that was really important, like Clarke and Blake's and Bellamy, Clarke, Octavia, like everything was amazing.
I think it needed that to the show, because the show has been like, I feel like this is the type of show where the side characters aren't really even side characters. Like everybody is impactful, everybody's important, like that kind of a thing. But I think it was really nice to have a season where we remember like the main leads of the show, you know, and we actually utilize their scenes together and we make it stronger. We keep building, and I agree that like this season it was really nice to have those characters like in the forefront and for us to watch them interact with each other.
Yeah. I mean, I think the show really is at its best when like the three of those characters are interacting and like have, I don't know, because like those relationships, like at least for us, like the Blakes and Clarke have always been like the center of the show, like the heart of the show. And so like seeing those relationships explored has always been like the most important thing of the show for me. And like this season did it, and like I didn't expect
so
it
honestly,
to do it.
So honestly, I have nothing to complain about.
I really don't. But because, like,
especially after season 5, like we said, maybe we will complain. Like
maybe we'll complain like season, like if season 5 didn't like just like lower our expectations to the absolute fucking ground. Like maybe then we would have like you know, hopeful, be like mad at, I don't know, Murphy or Raven didn't get like a better storyline. But you know, I'm taking this is great.
We had Ayoza.
She
was amazing, honestly. Also, Primes, their story has been, in my opinion, really interesting, especially Josephine, like, and Gabriel. I feel like that was really well done, in my opinion. So, like, I feel like everything was great.
Man, I felt for them, actually, for Josephine and Gabriel, when they had that moment where, like, it was like a goodbye scene with them. I was like, oh my god. Like,
and can we talk about how
really
they had their time?
They had their time.
They had their time. Bellamy and Clarke have not had their time yet. That's why Bellamy and Clarke go, because they need to have their time.
Like that whole, I mean, I love that whole thing. I was like, I'm getting like more invested in Gabriel and Josephine than I ever thought I would. Honestly, like they become to me, like it's like, especially if there's like a prequel of the 100, look, make it about them. Honestly,
especially because like I feel like the 100 doesn't write well relationships. Like I don't really, except Bellamy and Clarke, I really don't get that invested in that. So like, this is the first time that like this is so side characters, so much side characters, not important relationship, and they're even villains. And I really got invested in them.
But like that whole like Gabriel talking to Josephine while, I mean, getting ready to kill her. Oh my god, it was like making me so emotional. And also like there was this part when he was like, I've loved you for centuries, and it cuts to Bellamy, and I'm just like stop. I was like, I'm never gonna say anything about that. Like literally, it was so annoying. Like the parallels between those like two relationships were like, oh my god, were killing me. It was so good. I thought it was like so well done.
But
the parallels, like it's too much now. Like there is no way that Jason can really even talk about how this is.
I feel like
watch him
exactly.
No,
I know. Like
I feel like there is
no way.
Going back now.
Look, I agree, but like the thing is, I feel like if they want to go with it, and like it seems like they want to go with it, I think like in these 2 episodes, if they want to, they could have like a Bellamy and Echo breakup that would also set Bellamy and Clarke up, because in my mind, I can't see a reason for them to break up that isn't Clarke. And that is like Bellamy realizing that, you know, he like nearly lost Clarke. I know you're gonna cut this off.
No, I think that's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen in these 2 episodes. I feel like the plot is gonna be so full of everything. I feel like there is no way that we will have any like long and
I need that.
But I think
unless something happens where they go into the anomaly, and then when they go into the anomaly, Echo's like, Bellamy, don't go this time.
Yes, remember we were talking about that? We were like, oh yeah, Bellamy and Clarke. If Bellamy like is gonna walk into the Anomaly after Clarke or some crazy thing like that.
Yeah.
Like, what if Clarke has to go in there to save Maddie somehow or something like that, and then Bellamy is like, I need to go after her. I'm not losing her again. And Echo is like, Bellamy, I don't want to lose you. If you do that, like,
and it could kind of parallel when she had told Bellamy, like, go save Clarke. Now this time she's gonna tell him, like, don't, like, stay with me. We have things to do here. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen in there. Yeah. And then Bellamy is just like, I can't do that. And it's just like an understanding where they just kind of like then go. Like, it's more of like a respectful thing where she's kind of like, okay,
we're not getting this.
But like seriously, like it's right there. Like that would be so good.
Yeah, no, look, I would love that, but like I really don't think the Bellamy Clarke gonna enter that like thing alone. Like they will never give me that much. Like literally never give me that much.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, that sounds amazing.
That sounds so good. I would love that. But like I don't know.
This is why we should be writers on the shows, guys.
Let's just create our own show and kind of mimic
it. So much better.
I know. But I don't know. I'm scared because, oh my god, next episode is written by Kim. I expect no Becco breakup in that one. But I mean, the last one is written by Jason, so I like.
Okay, listen though, the thing about Jason's finales is they're always like awesome. Like we could say a lot of shit about Jason, but he does give us very good Bellamy scenes in finales. If you think about it,
yeah, think about the Bellamy we got.
If you think about
4 finale,
yeah, like if you actually think about what the Bellamy scenes that Jason has written,
that was the whole head and the heart.
Yeah, so.
No, I completely agree. Like we can say whatever we want about Jason, we do. But like, really, all the season finales have
been amazing.
Yes,
especially for Bellamy.
Yes, especially I feel like season 2 and season 4 finales. Yeah, like were both game changers.
Yeah.
And so like, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Like he has it in him to do it one more time for us.
Hopeful, but very wary.
Yes.
See, I don't know. Like oh my god, if they give me a Becco breakup, oh my god, you don't even understand.
That's also, I'll be happy if we get that. Like if we get that, I'll be fine.
No, we're not gonna be able to watch the season finale until like 3 days after it airs. Right?
Yeah, I feel like
because she's not gonna be in town, so like I will literally die. I will die.
You have to stay away.
How long are you gonna be gone?
Like
what?
3 days after the finale.
3 days after?
You better stay away from the Twitter.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm gonna stay away really easily, but I feel like
I will literally like someone needs to take my phone away from me. I don't know. I don't know. I will go up into a mountain or something.
You can take that time for studying. You can study that time. You can like use it well.
I don't want to, but I'm gonna. But like, I don't know. I'm very like afraid, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we only have 2 more episodes left. That one.
This season so fast.
Yeah.
Yes. I know. I don't know how it's happened this fast.
Yeah, it
feels like a week.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a week ago we watched like the premiere. I mean the Premier League.
Yeah, I was.
That's true.
Feel like we
could. That was actually the premiere. Feels like a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, but I just feel like this had that kind of momentum where it just feels like it's moving along really good.
It was really fast.
Yeah,
and I mean, look, Eliza got married and so
it's been a good year.
Yeah,
a lot of when we think about it, a lot of things happened.
Yeah, I know. If you really think about it.
Actually, this was a while. This lasted a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And honestly, I just rewatched the entire season. Like I binge watched it in one day, literally with my brother. And it's even better when you binge watch it. Honestly, it's even better.
Oh my god! Like her brother couldn't stop. It was so funny to me. Like he usually like waits for Milan or something to watch the episode with her. And like we traveled here for like the previous episode. We woke up and like we saw that he watched the episode before us. Like,
before us, he literally woke up and like the
watching the season.
Does he like it? What does he think this season? Does he think Clarke is happening?
He's actually Clarke definitely went to Clarke shipper this season.
Yeah. At season 5, he was like, yeah, they're not getting together.
Yeah, so season 5
like, shut up. We know, shut up. And now he's like, Milna sent me a tweet that he liked a tweet about Bellamy and Clarke, and like she sent to our group chat, and she was like, what is this? And he was like, I see Clarke, I like. I don't know. Yeah. So
No, I'm excited. I do want to rewatch this and like when it's all done, when we already have like, and I feel like one after the other, I'm sure it's really good because they've all ended like on cliffhangers almost, where you're meeting the next episode.
Exactly. That's why we couldn't stop. Honestly, we watched not just the entire day. We just watched it because we couldn't stop.
Yeah, they always. Oh my god, the finale is gonna be. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna be like a big cliffhanger. I swear to God, they're gonna walk into the anomaly, and I don't know what's happening in the anomaly. Like everyone's saying, everyone. A lot of people are saying like time travel, and I don't know how. I
don't think time travel, but I feel like time can move differently in there. Like I feel like time can be like sped up. Like I feel like what if Bellamy and Clarke and whoever else goes with them, or whatever, whoever goes in there, what if time moves differently for them?
But like, time didn't move differently for Octavia when she was in there, did it?
We don't really know.
She didn't say that she felt like she was in there longer or anything.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, her hair was longer after Anomaly.
Yes, but that would mean time passes faster in the anomaly.
Yeah.
Like if they enter the anomaly and if they like exit, and like for everyone outside the anomaly it's been a day, like for the people inside the anomaly it's been like 10 years or something.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great for us.
It'd be like 40 months.
No, 40, but like to get it.
Clarke is gonna come out of there with like 2 kids and married.
That's only 10 more years like Clover. Like can't do that. No, like imagine like if they like enter the anomaly and they exit it and they're like together and with children and we didn't see it happen.
All we need to see is Bellamy and Clarke exit the anomaly holding hands, and then that's it. Like I'll die.
And that's the season.
No, I would hate it. I would hate it. I waited for so long. Let me see it happen. Oh my god.
But then that's the story that we're gonna get next flashbacks in the anomaly.
Maybe.
Yeah, if we don't see it happen. Okay, then the other thing is we still have heard that like when you go in the anomaly, isn't it like it's like your deepest desire, right? Or your greatest fear, something like that.
Is that yes, that's the effects of the anomaly. Effects of the anomaly, what you see. I mean, I think that's how the anomaly like calls you.
Yeah.
I think it happens in the
Bellamy sees Clarke.
Yeah.
What?
What if Bellamy sees Clarke in there?
I mean, it's not gonna be anything new for him. He's like, of course, I see Clarke. Like that boy knows, okay? Like he knows.
But when when he said, "I need you, Clarke," I don't know, but I feel like that specific line killed me. Honestly, killed me.
I don't know what killed me more. That whole scene.
I feel like that line because we had like 6 seasons of Clarke constantly telling him that he needs him, that she needs him, and like we saw how much he needs her. And then we have few episodes before that when he said, "I don't need you anymore." Like you can see, and then he's so desperate. Like he's so desperate. He's crying and calling her and telling her how much he needs her. That was amazing in my opinion.
I never because we know that Clarke has like said like I need you to Bellamy, but I feel like to hear Bellamy say that to Clarke and to because you have to think that Clarke was also having that like internal struggle when like we got to see it in her mind, like she was thinking like, oh, Bellamy didn't forgive me and all of that, and like Clarke was thinking like, oh, Bellamy, like what if he doesn't really need me because like that whole thing that happened with like the when they were like going crazy because of the psychosis. So like Bellamy saying I need you was
but it was like a different I need you, like it wasn't like an I need you to lead because he could do that
and we know that he doesn't need her to lead, like he doesn't technically really need her to lead, but he needs her in a way that like he wants her to be around, like he can't physically imagine being without her because he's had to deal with that before.
Yeah, exactly. He needs her for everything.
Oh my god, they're gonna make out in the finale.
No, he didn't.
That's they're gonna make out in 2 episodes.
That's
they're gonna make out now.
I said, and you said you're crazy.
Shut up, they're gonna make out now.
I could imagine.
But literally, like when she woke up and looked at him, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna kiss. I was like,
they looked like they were gonna kiss there, and then in this episode, they also looked like they were gonna kiss when she took the rag off of him, and they had like this moment where it was like Fermante, and they just looked at each other so intently that it looked like they were gonna kiss there too.
No, I love how someone took a gif of that scene and they were like, now kiss Fermante. I'm like, yes.
Well, like everybody was like, Monty was a Bellary ship, right?
No, look, that I don't know, that whole scene, every line we got there was like, I can't lose you again. I need you.
Everything we ever wanted. Honestly.
I'm like, what am I actually listening to the lines that I'm getting? No. Who wrote this? What was wrong with that?
He didn't even mention that there was a mouth on mouth. We didn't even mention that. There was mouth on mouth.
Yes, there was, and I'm still not over the mouth to mouth. Like, can you believe that?
It figures though that their first time that their like lips touch is because of mouth to mouth, like him saving her.
I know. I remember in season 4, like episode 5, was it or something, when Clarke was giving Octavia mouth to mouth, and I was like, wrong Blake.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. Wrong Blake.
Oh my God, no, look, I can't. Like, we were so shocked, we just screamed.
Yeah.
We just screamed.
Oh my God, his reaction was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, the two of us, oh my God, I can't even explain you how tired we were that day. Like, I literally didn't sleep. I think in those 3 days, I slept a total of maybe 3 to 4 hours. I was like, I was delusional. I literally was delusional. Like, I'm not sure what I'm watching, if I'm hallucinating.
Yeah.
And Mila was also like,
yeah.
Like, we were both like going into that episode like, hi guys. Like, hi guys, we're dead. And like she started saying, like, they're getting to him, like, wait, we need to sleep on this. We are losing our minds. We're not thinking straight. Like, we slept on it, and like, I'm still there. Like, that whole episode just like feels like a blur. Like, I still can't believe that happened. Actually, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's been such a long time since like I rewatched a Bellary scene so many times. It's like embarrassing. But like, I replayed that scene so many times, and also the scene in episode like 9 when he was talking to Josephine. I love those scenes.
Yeah,
I replayed that also just like an embarrassing number of times. And like, that's when you know like scenes are good, because like I haven't replayed them as much, like specific scenes. I haven't played them as much like some scenes before.
Yeah.
And now
definitely. I've been like that too though. Like, I've been like, I'll replay them like a few times, like on Twitter, like I'll rewatch them and everything. But like, no, like this, after that episode, like I like studied that scene, like, and I replayed it so many times.
Exactly.
And it was because it was a different moment for the two of them, and like I feel like it's been a long time since Bellamy and Clarke have had to face their feelings in a way, and that moment it really made them.
Yes.
Yeah. Now have to talk about scenes in this episode.
Oh my God.
There are scenes we can't left those scenes out. First of all, they were holding hands for like 3 minutes. Why? Why are you holding hands for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
And then we had about.
I think they just like threw platonic down the drain.
Yeah, they literally threw
platonic. Just hold hands on top. Like, who talks like this?
He first touched her leg. Who talks like this? Nobody.
Bellamy was so soft. He was so soft.
Oh my God, no. But like the way that like he helped her like wake up, and he was like, I'm here, like it's okay, like, and reassuring. And then there was a lot of like casual touches too, like when they were standing there, and then Clarke tells Bellamy, he's like, oh, go to Octavia. She like tells him like this, and then later on in the episode, she puts her hand on him, and it was just very consistent, these touches.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just Bob and Eliza, or if that was like written in.
Yeah, I feel like
they crossed the line in the previous episode. So now they're not like, hi, how are you? Yeah, it's just normal now.
Yeah, but I wanted to mention the part where Bellamy is apologizing to Clarke. Like, he's saying literally, I'm sorry because I wasn't there to protect you even before.
Like, I knew you were target.
I knew we were target.
Like, that's so irrational. What are you supposed to do?
But you have no idea. That's just this entire season, I told that to Lola, like this entire season, Bellamy is reminding me of season 2 Bellamy for some reason, when he was doing everything to save everyone, to save his people. This time he's doing everything to save only Clarke. But like, even with his people, he has so many rational thoughts and good plans and everything. I feel like this. I'm just so proud of him in this entire season.
Oh my god, me too. Oh my god, me too. Like literally, like this season is full heart Bellamy. Also head Bellamy. Also head Bellamy. Like he comes up with great plans, but like the heart is at the forefront.
Yeah.
Which hasn't been the case in like season 5.
Yeah.
But like for me, Bellamy is like he's always been the heart, but he's always like had good strategic plans and all that, and I always love that. And so like this is the Bellamy I know. This is the Bellamy like I know. Like I love every Bellamy. Like I love him, but like
we don't
this
love
is
him in season 5.
we love him. We love him in any stage.
No. When he falls for only Echo, I don't know that.
I have erased that team. Anyways, I love Bellamy. And like season 6 Bellamy has just like been my heart and soul. And like everything he's done, this is literally, oh my god, this season is literally just been about Bellamy and Clarke and like how much they mean to each other. Like just this whole season. Can you believe that?
That's why they're getting back they're getting together.
Like I love that for us. Like we deserve that, you know?
Can't believe that.
After the hell we went through, we deserve everything.
Like that season was so good.
Yeah.
Like the season was so good, it made Bob and Eliza realize they're in love. Like that's how
they maybe with CPR scene. I'm not sure that's not the case.
I love that everybody was saying that. People were like on Twitter after like the CPR scene, was like, and there was Eliza.
Exactly. Because everyone was like, they had like when Bob and Eliza got together, I was just like, did they kiss in the show? Like, did they kiss or something? Like, how did they? What switched? Like, what happened? This happened just like mouth to mouth.
That was enough.
Literally minimal context.
That was enough.
Think about how many times they probably had to film that scene. Like they filmed scenes multiple times.
I missed
different takes. Like
yes. Oh my god. Look, where's the behind the scenes of that? Like I don't apply.
Okay, that's another thing. I've noticed that they have not given us these scripts that I would assume that they would have given us. Like, I thought that they were going to give us scripts when Clarke came back. I expected that. And then I even expected the CPR scene because I did not expect that. They're not giving us that. But like they gave us like the other like big Balark moment that I feel like we got that was like a huge shift and a change in their dynamic was probably season 4 finale. And they gave us that. So but they gave us that and it didn't. I know it didn't amount to anything. But it's just interesting that this season, these moments, they're not giving it to us because I just wonder what's in the scripts at this point.
No, like for me, I'm like on one hand, I'm like, are they not giving us that because of like what it says in the script? Or are they not giving us that because like there's nothing specific, like there's nothing special about it? And they just like want to keep us guessing, and I'm like, fuck off. So I don't know. I keep going back and forth, but it is weird that we haven't gotten like a big scene because they usually give us like the big Balark scenes, and everyone was like disappointed.
No, I'm grateful. Honestly, yeah, everybody.
No one wants it. Like
exactly.
Everyone on Twitter is like, don't give us a script. Just like leave it like this. Don't give us.
Let us have this scene like this.
Well, that scene.
I honestly don't.
I would say that scene, and then the scene from episode 9. I would say those two. Know that those scripts had anything platonic in them. Like the way that it was acted and the way it was shot and everything. I just feel like there's no way that there's anything like neutral that's like not romantic in those scripts.
I mean, that's like embarrassingly not platonic.
Yeah.
Like I need Jason to even try to say after season 6 platonic because
he will try. He will try.
That is the biggest joke I've heard in my life.
Honestly.
Literally my life.
That would be so embarrassing.
I would laugh. I don't even think I would be mad. I would just like laugh.
Yeah, me too. I would laugh.
Like you write this, I swear to God, the show, what happens in the show and the interviews they're like two different worlds. There are two different stories. There's nothing in common for those two.
Except Bob's interview.
And
He always
like
gives us
the only
good.
person I ever trust with what he says is Bob. The only person who like says things I agree with, or what I think, or what
The
like
entire
makes sense to me after, and when I realize like it's Bob, like no one else. Everyone else, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like what part was what? Like I don't know. So I guess we'll see what happens after the season finale with Jason's interview. I will laugh. I'm like already ready to laugh.
I wonder what is gonna actually happen. Like if something big is gonna happen between them in the finale, if something else, or if that was the big scene that we got already.
Did you see though the thing, like it was on Twitter for like yesterday, I think. There was a part in the trailer that hasn't yet been in the show about like a fresh start or something.
No,
Like,
wasn't it? Isn't it the line that we're missing? We still haven't gotten the "You left me to die in a fighting pit." We still haven't gotten that.
Missing that, but we're also missing that if anyone deserves a fresh start, it's us. There's like that's been going.
What if that happens going into the anomaly?
No, because I don't think so.
If anyone deserves a fresh start, it's us. Let's walk into this ring.
Walk into the anomaly and leave everybody else behind.
Okay, but
That's
no.
unrealistic.
No. That could be like maybe them in the anomaly coming out of it. Like we don't know what's gonna happen in this anomaly. I feel like we all like know like that's probably where we're going. Kind of like how last season we knew that we were gonna be in cryo.
Well, I feel like we have this anomaly. Like there has to be. We have to know more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be the key point. Like that's definitely gonna be the
I agree.
the center story of season 7, or like at least
Because we explored it so little, and like there was so much.
Becca line.
I'll be so mad if that's a Becca line.
What is a line?
The fresh start, it's us. I'll be so mad.
Said that.
Clarke said that. Yeah.
How's
Clarke
that gonna
said
be a
that.
Becca one? Clarke said it.
Oh, it wasn't Bellamy. It was Clarke.
It was Clarke.
Yeah.
All right.
Clarke
So
said
watch Clarke
it.
say like somebody else.
She's saying it to Maddie.
Look, I thought that she could be saying it to Maddie.
She could be saying it to Maddie.
She could be. I actually can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, but like at least not Bellamy saying it to Echo.
Yeah,
I will take that.
I would take any.
Sure.
So like
Say it to Maddie. Just like don't let it be Bellamy saying it.
That's right. Maddie's storyline this season. That's a reason they could go into the anomaly though, because of Maddie. Because we know something is probably gonna. I think something bad is gonna happen to Maddie. Honestly, by the end of the season, I think something's gonna go wrong with Raven doing that, like getting that thing out of her head. I think something's gonna happen where it's gonna lead into next season as well, with that whole thing with the commander and all of that. And I feel like that could be a reason why they go into the anomaly. Maybe something like that.
Maybe.
And then Clarke goes after her.
Maybe because I feel like that storyline has still been unexplored. Like I don't know what that storyline is or where it's going.
Yeah,
honestly.
we have no idea, and but the thing we do know is that Anomaly can help her. Like if she's even doing some bone, they're even taking her blood from bone marrow. Yeah, like she can be messed up after everything they were doing to her.
Octavia can be like the Anomaly can heal her.
Heal her. Yeah, exactly. So like maybe that's why. And then Clarke is going.
Like Clarke is gonna enter with Maddie, and Bellamy's not gonna let Clarke his family leave.
No, okay, guys, we're too.
Oh my god!
No,
actually,
don't
they might go into the anomaly together.
No,
because,
don't actually. Don't even hope for that.
Going with Maddie. Okay.
I honestly still think that the Yos is gonna come and explain something and save them.
Abby's gonna join them because Kane is now dead, so now she can take care of her daughter. So she's gonna enter maybe with Maddie and Clarke if she wants to. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. And then of course Bellamy has to follow Clarke and Maddie.
I still think the Yos
are allowed to go through except I
could leave her.
Literally.
Well, actually, we think that
we think that Echo's gonna end up being like
the commander
and take it and like kind of take it for Maddie because they made her a knife.
Yeah, look. Yeah, no, I read that theory and I was like, yeah, I like like that they're gonna have to make her commander so that the army would follow her or wherever when they wake up. I don't know, but like at the same time, it wouldn't make sense because everyone knows that she's not a Nightblood, so they would know that it's an artificial Nightblood.
So like I
Clarke
feel like
is.
that would be so.
I don't think anyone's gonna want to follow her.
That would be
it will make no sense actually.
Such a big mistake of a show because we had the same thing. We had the exactly same thing with Clarke when she was Nightblood, and they didn't want to put a chip in her in 3-9. I feel like, or something like that. 4-9, yeah. They didn't want to put a chip in her because like that was like mocking of their faith or something. So I feel like that would be a big of a mistake.
Like, but like, what was the point?
What was the point of honestly? Like, what was the point of the Echo story? Like, we got the backstory that we should have gotten 5 seasons ago, right?
But well,
there is no point. Look, I don't know. I think
maybe that part with Nightblood, it can be helpful. Maybe because,
I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be helpful. I don't know. Maybe she can go through the shield. Or do
I feel like something like that. Plot related is gonna be.
Or she's gonna pretend that like she has become a prime or something. Because
but I feel like.
I think she is gonna pretend that she's a prime, right? Because.
Oh my God! You cut off.
You cut off.
Okay, you have to repeat that because you cut off. She's gonna pretend to be a prime because
she killed Riker, so they all think that she's Simone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true. But she's supposed to be Russell's wife, right?
Russell's wife.
She can't play that.
She can't play.
She can't play that. She's not that good.
I don't think she's good enough to play that. I don't think that she'll be able to pull that off. Although she is
honestly,
so
yeah, but like. She doesn't know anything about his wife. I don't think that's gonna be.
Maybe she will not. I don't know.
But also,
they might have just made her a Nightblood to get the shield down. Honestly, like I feel like that has to do with
maybe something really plot related. It's gonna be like they needed one more Nightblood or something like that. And that was gonna be the one.
Yeah, because I don't know what like else purpose it's gonna serve. I don't think she's gonna be the commander because it would make no sense.
For sure, it would make no sense. Not for me. I would not care.
No, I would not. Who cares?
I don't care about commander.
Did you see the pictures that came out? The pictures, like the stills for the next episode. What do you think that's about? Like they both have these outfits on, so we know Clarke is Josephine, and the only thing I can think.
That she's like a prime because like they're wearing the same clothes. So I was like, okay, they might be both to be primes. I just don't know how Echo can pull it off. Because she knows nothing about his wife. Like Clarke can go easily because I mean Josephine's been in her mind, like she knows her.
Yeah.
How Echo is supposed to pull it off? I mean, like we're gonna have to suspend our disbelief if she actually does pull it off.
Only if like Clarke takes the entire role.
Only if like I don't know, Clarke helps her and says like her mother is like this, but it's still
for a
second. Gestures, it's this, that. It's not.
Yeah, but like maybe she will. The biggest problem is pretending in front of Russell when they are in the room together. But maybe they won't have that much time. Maybe they will immediately like go in front of the public or something. So like.
And Josephine, I mean Clarke can cover for her.
Yeah, Clarke can cover for her for a few scenes.
Yeah,
maybe something like that. Honestly, because otherwise, I have no idea how they
are in the same clothes. I don't know.
I don't know either. And we know that obviously Bellamy. We saw there's a picture of him with the gun, and we know that he's gonna come in with Octavia and everybody. So we know that's happening. So is there gonna be a war next episode, or are we saving that for the finale? Because I can't see how there's not gonna be a war when he comes in with like I don't know.
I mean, there's definitely.
We know plan now.
War.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Echo is wearing guard outfit, not prime clothes. The guard outfit on.
She has the guard outfit on. Isn't she wearing like the same thing that Clarke is wearing? Like I don't know what that was. Like a cloak.
No, Clarke had on like the black jacket, and then Echo had on like. Something more like with like a design on it.
But why would they make Echo like a guard?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Unless she's pretending. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's I have no idea actually.
Me neither. I literally have no idea.
It's not like a Echo.
Yeah, honestly.
Like
Yeah, I know. I mean, but I'm honest. I'm more confused. Like why? Like I don't know. Like the way that the pictures came out, it looks like Echo is gonna like go to Bellamy. It looks like there's gonna have a scene or whatever. There's gonna be a little reunion, yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
That's gonna happen, and Kim is writing it.
It's gonna feel fake.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Oh my God. I can't even. I don't even want to picture it because like my head just goes to like the worst case scenarios. Like, oh my God, I miss you so much. I love you too.
Yeah, imagine if you guys
My head
get a
goes
lot.
there.
Oh my God.
If I get an I love you.
I will literally laugh if we get like an I love you scene.
She said it, I love you, and he just hugs her.
It's like great.
Oh, can we talk about how when Bellamy found out that Echo was like his face when he finds that Echo's in trouble?
Like, who's that?
Like, it is such a difference from that and then like Clarke being in trouble. Like, it's just it was like crazy to me.
I love that like in the same scene because it's like it's more comparable.
Yeah.
Because like it happened in the same scene, like seconds apart.
Yeah.
Like Echo is in trouble and Clarke being like, "Yes, I'm Josephine."
Yeah.
Like his facial expression. I mean, Echo, honestly, break up with him. Like, I don't like you, but no one deserves this. Like, no one deserves
it. I feel like Echo's storyline is more interesting when she's not with Bellamy. That's the thing.
We had people yelling at us. I don't know if you guys. Oh, why is your Siri talking to you?
Siri's talking to me.
We had a lot of people yelling at us because they were like, "Oh, you guys don't like Echo. You're complaining about her backstory." But it's like, first of all, we should have got this backstory a while ago. That's why we don't really care about it that much right now. And like, we would respect Echo a lot more if she saw the way that Bellamy is acting and like realized that Bellamy's in love with Clarke. Like,
I mean, like, I think as a girl, like, if you see, like, your boyfriend is acting like that towards another girl, like, why would you even be with him? You know what I mean? Like, I think that there's that. But also, I always feel like her storyline is more interesting. Like, I actually liked her this season. I think this season she's had some good storylines because
they started to focus away from Bellamy.
It's focused more on herself as a character and her part with everybody else and not so much just her and Bellamy. Like, that's our whole thing with that. And we always get comments like, "Oh, you guys don't like Echo because you ship Clarke." Like, no, it's not that at all. And yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you guys probably get that too.
Yes.
Yeah, but actually, you know, I think this season we get the comments like, "You don't hate Echo anymore. You don't hate her enough anymore." Like, you hate
we
her
got
so
those
much.
comments.
We get those comments.
Well, because like usually we're just like indifferent to it. Like whatever, we're just like, I don't know. Whatever.
This entire season, like she honestly didn't get on my nerves because like the entire thing with Bellamy in season 5 and everything that happened and like the way they made her character portrayed like her redemption. She didn't have any redemption, so like I hate on that, like honestly. And
like the most hate for that like went to everyone just assuming, especially like in our comments, everyone just like assuming we're gonna. Like, why don't you like Echo now? Like, she had 6 years. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with their 6 years? Like, it's been nothing for me. Yeah. Like, previous episodes, she was trying to kill them all. I don't care. Like, their 6 years mean absolutely nothing to me. I'm not gonna pretend that like she's a saint now. I understand now she's redeemed. Whatever. I don't care. It's not a good storyline. I'm not gonna pay attention to it because I don't like that storyline.
Yeah.
And so this season, I think I did a better job of I think developing her more as a character outside of Bellamy. I think that happened later in the season when they separated.
Yeah.
And like I don't understand people who like Echo why they want her to be with Bellamy, because I think when she's with Bellamy, she's like in his shadow completely. Yeah. Like they're not on the same. They're not on the same. It's not like power. It's not the power. I don't know how to say it. Like they're not on the same power level. Like she listens to like, it's like basically that he's her, what did they say in episode 2? Like that he's her, not commander, but I don't know. Whoever, what?
I don't know.
They said something, and Maury said something in episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Like she keeps listening to people that are like above her, whatever.
Yeah.
And like that has been true with Bellamy and Echo's relationship. Like there's a big power imbalance. That's what I want to say.
Exactly.
And so like I don't I don't think like that's like good for her as a character. And so like the second half of the season when she was separate from that and like didn't have a story that involved Bellamy as much. It's much better for me.
It really had only storyline involving her, like saving like her people and our guys and everything, and doing like she was really being useful this entire season, and like had good scenes. Like we said, we are there was a point where we enjoyed more her scenes than Raven scenes, like in this season, which was like it was true at some point.
Yeah.
So like I feel like we didn't hate her. I mean, we didn't have a reason.
There was like nothing there to hate.
Exactly.
Like,
no, exactly. We feel the same way. Yeah, master, that's what it was. Like, yeah, I feel like when she's by herself, it's more like she's her own character and not so much like underneath someone. Like, I don't know, it doesn't work, and I think it doesn't work for multiple reasons, and I've been really tired of, oh my gosh, can we stop the Echo hate? Like, no, I just felt like her backstory was very misplaced in this episode. I felt like that's something we should have gotten earlier. And then to have the episode like named like Ashes to Ash or something like that, like it's named after her, I just didn't think that was really necessary as well. And having her change her name, like, yeah, okay, like it was interesting, whatever, but her name is actually Ash. Like, does Bellamy know that? Like she killed someone?
That's the thing that like
exactly. That's the thing that's like most fascinating to me. Like in season 5, they worked so hard to give us that relationship,
to make us think it works.
To make us swallow it.
Again, like the amount of like how much we have to suspend our disbelief to believe that works was a lot. But we're like, okay, they were 6 years in space. Like, he knows everything about
her, literally.
And you come to this season, you realize he literally knows nothing about her. He knows nothing about her. And that just creates like an even bigger question mark of how Becco ever happened in my life. Because like for Bellamy to be able to forgive her and move on and like be with her. Those are important things. Those are important things that he needs to know and understand about her, because those are the things that make her who she is. And those are like big lies. And like I understand people commented like in the previous episode when we found out about her family or something, that like she doesn't have to tell him everything or whatever. I get that. But for the type of relationship that they had before, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Like you have to tell him the parts that made you who you are.
Almost killed,
because you literally nearly killed his sister twice. Like it takes
his
girlfriend,
lot.
Like
practically,
it takes a lot to
forgive
move on from that.
Exactly.
And like if you don't know completely everything about her, I literally don't understand
how they ever
happened. They got together.
Yeah, like, exactly. That's
where we're at.
No, it's so true. No, same. I think that it's unrealistic, and literally she has a different name. Her name is actually Ash. That is her name. She's not Echo. Echo was the girl that we killed in the flashback.
I didn't even know in the flashback who was who until the end.
Oh my god, yes. I was like when Ash or Echo, I don't know, stabbed actual Echo, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, me too.
I was like, did Echo like nearly die or something? So that's why she's, I don't know. And I was like, oh wait, like that's, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. And then it was like her name Ash, like, and then the episode is like Ashes to Ashes. It's just like not necessarily.
I honestly didn't even pick up on that, but I feel like her backstory got built up a lot, and like it was not as much as I expected. Like it was like 4 minute stops.
Yeah, honestly, and that's why I always wasn't nervous that much about her backstory, because I thought it was gonna be one scene.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I always thought it was gonna be one scene, like, to explain something. I thought it's gonna have a bigger part in the role at that point in the episode, so I wasn't that much like, oh my god, what's gonna happen in her backstory. And it was just like what I expected it to be, like one scene for us to find out something out that's not gonna change anything for us, literally anything. I couldn't care less, honestly.
Like we knew there was like a tragic story.
I mean, it's not a bad scene. It was interesting to watch at the point, but nobody cares.
Exactly, literally. But I thought Bob did a great job directing it. Like I think Bob's filming. Oh my God, that was so exciting that he got to do that, and I think it was good experience for him to do it, like in that lighting and everything. But
it was perfect.
He got Bellamy and Clarke in such a good lighting.
Yeah.
Such good shots.
Such an amazing shot. The entire episode, Bellamy and Clarke were in such an amazing shots.
Yes,
they had great lighting too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that shot when like she takes off the rag from his mouth and like Octavia's in between, like blurred or whatever, and like it's on her for like a second.
Yeah.
I love that shot.
Yeah.
It was so good. I loved it. I'm so proud. Can't wait to see Eliza direct next season as well.
But we also have to mention how amazing Eliza was. Honestly.
Yeah.
I like
she shifts from Josephine, like from Clarke to Josephine as Clarke. It was so good.
It was that scene with Maddie. You and me like talked a lot about it. It was amazing from literally from the beginning to the end. Like she's being Josephine. She's pretending to be Josephine, and then just you can see for 1 second when she sees Maddie that she loses for just 1 second, and then she's going back to Josephine.
Yes.
Like
that was like when I saw that she's gonna see Maddie, I was like, shit.
They're
gonna catch her now.
Yeah.
This is what.
I feel like she saved herself at the end though, because I think that he was suspicious for a second, and then when she was like, "Oh, how many more doses can we get to kill her?" or something like that, she said, then she kind of like saved herself, but like she was dying inside, and like Eliza killed the scene.
Yeah, when she looked at Maddie, she had that. She gave herself like that little moment of like, "Oh my God, this is actually happening." And then,
no, I thought like she did such a good job, like playing Clarke, then Clarke playing Josephine, playing Josephine. I don't even know, like there's such a difference between all those 3 parts. I found it so good.
Amazing.
Like and like at the end, like when she just like looks at Maddie as Clarke and like she drops Josephine.
Yeah.
My heart, it was so good. I adored
you can see such a difference in just expression.
But she did such a good job.
Amazing job, honestly.
She did such a good job.
Although I wonder how Maddie react to. I wonder how she's gonna react to seeing being like, wow, that's actually Clarke. Like when she actually finds out that was Clarke pretending to be Josephine, that whole
I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
I don't know.
Like, Clarke was doing it to
that
protect
reunion.
She was doing that to protect her.
I want that reunion.
I can't wait for those two to like for Clarke to actually like help Maddie out because
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a problem. Like even if she finds out it's Clarke, because like the shake head or whatever that is. Yeah. I think like he's got a pretty like good hold on Maddie. And I don't know how we break that. Hopefully, but taking out the chip and like just crushing it, like just like stand on it,
literally,
crush it.
Just get a hammer.
Literally end it. I can't do it much more. I wish Jasper destroyed it when he had a chance. Like 311.
I know that.
Wish that.
Yeah, seriously.
Would have been so much easier. I can't.
Maybe Clarke's managed to like get the Lozinka, the password out of her. Like we had a scene in like 5:12.
Or maybe Clarke guesses. Maybe like Clarke can know what Maddie would put the password as. Or
maybe, but like we had a scene in 5:12 when when Maddie made Clarke like let her be commander. Maybe this is gonna be the ship. Maddie like finally lets her not be commander. And we had seen season of Commander for nothing. For literally nothing. I can't.
If it just ends. Imagine if we end the Commander's.
I would not even question it. Even if it had, I would not.
Literally, like Bellamy and Clarke don't.
That would be amazing.
It would be great because literally everybody is tired of it. I'm surprised that Jason has not heard that everybody is tired of it.
He probably has heard that.
But like literally, it's not even just like people like in the fandom. Like it's like casual viewers who are tired of it too.
Literally, no one cares anymore. No one cares.
Yeah,
like it's tiring. It's tiring just recycling the same storyline. I don't find it that interesting. Wait, didn't Jason say like I might know? Like there's like a lot of storyline with Flame still.
I don't know.
That flame is gonna carry us into the prequel too. You know that, like, that's gonna.
Look, I'm not fucking watching. I am not watching a prequel. I'm not watching anything Jason Rothenberg ever makes in his life. I am staying far away. I know I've learned from this. I will not put myself through this anymore. I wish someone warned me before I started this. I wish someone warned me. Now I know better. I'm gonna warn people. I'm honestly no. I'm not getting like close to that. No, maybe when it ends, and I know how it ends.
No, we have to play
absolutely
pilot.
Fucking not. Absolutely
we have to play.
I will not. No, I'm not insane. Like, what is the definition of
we'll watch it, but we'll have a very distant attitude watching it. We'll have to put ourselves like away and just watch it. Like, try to watch it as a casual viewer and not somebody like let's try not to get invested.
I can't be a casual viewer. I've never been a casual viewer for anything.
No, but let's try not to get invested.
You don't. But like that, it's not really your choice.
No, we're not watching the show, but we have to watch pilot. I would be too insist.
I don't even want to.
I will have to know what's about.
Hope of wanting to. I don't want to do that to myself.
Well, I don't want to continue.
The trailer first.
Nobody cares.
No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna give him that. I'm not doing anything. Literally, like when the 100 is done, I'm done. I'm like retiring. After the 100 ends, I'm retiring from fandom. Can't do this anymore. This is exhausting.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't. Like, this is like my last fandom. I swear, I can't do this anymore. Like, it's been a while. I started with like Twilight. That was fucking easy.
Do you guys think there's still a mind on the drive they removed? No, I think Josephine's officially gone. Like, I can't see her coming back.
We only have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, that storyline is done.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so especially because like it would not make much sense for her to be alive.
What capacity she would be in, you know.
But I mean, I'm not happy about it, honestly, because I really like the character, but like I feel like her story was
done.
Done.
I think it was good. And
was told.
It's done
and finished well.
Yeah, I want to know what happens like to Gabriel though.
If that boy dies, I die with him.
I love how like every tweet I'm seeing today is just about him.
Yeah,
about the actor.
Everyone's finally realizing how beautiful
I saw that from the trailer. We were watching the trailer and I paused it at him like, hello, who are you? I mean, I was like, what? Nothing. And I'm like, he's beautiful. And yes,
I think he'll make it out. I can't imagine him not making it in the next 2 episodes. I do. Russell, though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Russell will stick around.
I think he's surviving definitely because I think J.R. Bourne, is that his name?
Yeah.
Like said on Eliza's post or something like, "See you soon" or something like that.
I love
So I'm pretty sure he's alive.
So then who are we going to lose? Are we not going to lose anybody else because we already lost Kane? Is that like the big and only death of the season?
Like we lost Kane. But from Primes we lost who did we lost? Riker, we lost Josephine. And I feel like Mother. But yeah, she can come back.
Look, the only 2 Primes we have now are Gabriel and Russell.
Exactly. The only 2.
The thing is, like
5 and now we have 2. So
but like for Gabriel, I think there's like a big possibility of him dying.
I really hope
there's like a big possibility of him dying.
I really think there is a lot storyline for him. I can see so much potential in having him in the show. So I hope not.
I really liked him this season because I felt like this season especially you were able to kind of sympathize with him and kind of understand where he was coming from because he's not like a tyrant or anything. Like he's pretty fair. And I think, like it was all for his daughter in a way. So, and it's just like a way that they all grew up thinking, like, which we see really through Riker as well. Like this is just how it is. Like, that's the that they grew up with. Like it's hard for them to understand. Like, no, this is wrong. You know. So I don't know. I did like Russell. I just don't know how we can have more Primes next season. Like I don't know because I feel like next season we need to focus on the Anomaly.
But the thing is, I'm still with that line from episode 1. Are you here to 2? Are you here to take us home? Like, what does that mean? Can someone like What is that? Did they?
They never brought that up
because
either,
I feel like that wasn't brought in for nothing. Like that has to amount to something at like in the next two episodes.
The way that you kind of interpret that, maybe when they said like, "Are you?"
I think it was just part of their upbringing. Like they were taught these like. They were taught like this
the heroes
this,
were
like
gonna
different kind of like religion and like kind of almost like a cult, all of them. So I feel like maybe that's just something that they told the little kids so that I don't know
that somebody was gonna come and that they had like another planet. Like maybe they knew that Earth was there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like why would they ever, if it was that unimportant, why would they like ever put it in like that?
Well, it's not unimportant. It's not like they're living a dream in Sanctum. It's just one place. It's not that big. Like I feel like they had they've been told those stories about the planet they've been living before. That's just amazing and blah blah blah. And like now when they saw people coming back, strangers, aliens coming, they're like, why are you here to take us home?
I don't know. I don't think that's it. But I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm still like, I'm holding on to that line. Like that line, I can't place it anywhere. I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm like, these children exit the anomaly. Like, how did like? I don't know. I don't know what home is.
Yeah, maybe that has to do with the anomaly. I don't know. Oh, do you think that we're gonna have another? What is it when the with the moons and the sun? What is it? The eclipse. Do you think we're gonna have another eclipse?
No.
No, because we're making the bombs, right? They were like induce the eclipse. So like I don't know why we like. I don't think they need another eclipse. Also, I feel like Gabriel would know if an eclipse was coming.
Yeah.
I feel like no, I don't think so. We're gonna have like the bombs for the eclipse.
Yeah, no, I think the eclipse is done as well. I don't think that we'll see that. If we do see it again, it won't be till next season. But I don't think that we will. We already had an episode like dedicated to that storyline. So
yeah.
I don't know if I would even fit in this. Like, we have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like Sanctum is gonna burn. Because like they mention it too much, like Sanctum is purified by fire or whatever. So I'm just like, literally, I'm just waiting for Sanctum to burn.
So do you think that if Sanctum burns, everybody who's left over is going to go into the anomaly? Like maybe if Sanctum is burning, the only place that is safe
you could go is the anomaly. Yeah, but how long are you going to stay in there? Like, is there like another side to the anomaly where you could get out on like another end and end up somewhere else?
I don't think the fire is gonna be like that big for them. Like that, the only place they could go is like the anomaly. Like it's a big planet, and like Sanctum is like one place.
Yeah.
So I feel like they can go like wherever you want to go, unless the wood is like eating them.
Yeah, I feel like
the wood is eating them.
The wood is eating them. They can't stay outside
Honestly,
of the shield. If they go out,
I have so many questions about this planet. I don't know anything.
We don't know anything, honestly.
Like the trees are eating them. They're becoming one with the trees. Have we ever even explored that? Nothing.
Well, we just know that they can't live outside of the shield, so that's why our guys are working so hard to get like.
Well, yeah, maybe if they exit the shield, like that's the only place they could like go to is the anomaly or something.
Well, maybe if the Diosa comes and tells them it's safe out here, let's go, they're gonna come.
Maybe.
I just want Diosa to be a hero. You have no idea how much I want that, honestly.
No, I do too. I think that Diosa, that's where her story is going. So if she does have like this hero moment coming in, I think it would just make it full circle, and it's where we've been building. So it would make sense if they did that.
Exactly.
I would love that because Diosa is a hero in my books.
Exactly.
So I mean, I can't wait for her to be back. Like she needs to become a series regular. I need to have her all the time.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore her.
Yeah.
I want her all the time.
She's my favorite, honestly.
Literally want her all the time. So I can't wait for her to be back.
She should be a series regular, and I always feel like Miller should also be a series regular. He's been here since season 1. Like, why is Miller not a series regular at this point?
Honestly, I gave up
literally, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah,
Miller is like in my top 5. Miller is literally the love of my life. I mention it every time. Like every time he's on screen, I'm like, you're the love of my life.
Yeah.
I love him ridiculously more than I need to because like of the amount of times he's in here. But like he's a delinquent. He's like literally the last delinquent of like not main ones.
Yeah.
If he ever dies, I quit the show. I actually quit the show. Like that's the moment.
He had such a good moment in this episode when Gaia.
Yeah.
That was a cool
Yeah, I forgot. He was in prison because like he stole. So he was like, "This is the best lift I did even on the ark," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like it brought me back. Like he always makes me really nostalgic about.
Yeah, he always mentions and
the
something
Lincolns.
about the Lincolns.
And
That's
oh
why I
my
love
God,
him so much.
Yes, I love.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, cute.
Mickey, come here. Mickey.
Oh my god, he's so.
Oh my god, I would die. If I had a dog like that, I would die. Oh my god, look. I can't. I really can't.
He's joining. He's gonna join.
Hi.
Look at all the
Say
people.
hi to everyone.
Oh, I lost you. Oh, he's so.
I can't.
He's
I
looking
can't
at,
with that.
looking at everything.
Good boy, stay. He's just gonna join us.
Stay. You can stay.
He can be
a slogan.
I would he can't stay because I would not be able to think about anything except him. So he has to go.
He's gonna go to sleep now. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we were
Miller.
talking about Miller. Yeah. No, but he really should be a series regular because he's the last delinquent. I feel like that's important. Like just have him join in. But yeah, him and Gaia though. That scene with the two of them, I like their dynamic, and that's a dynamic I didn't expect to care about, but I really like that because you have to think like they've had 6 years together where they were like under Marina.
Yeah,
they were literally like her right hand people.
Yeah.
So like there's
so of course they have a relationship, and I really like that moment.
Yeah, I didn't ever think of like them having like some sort of significant bond, but yeah, I really liked it.
Me too.
I really wish he becomes a series regular. Like that's like my
after,
one hope.
After 6 years,
after
it's
6
time.
years, I think he deserves it. Honestly, like so much more interested in his backstory than Echo's. You don't even know.
Yeah.
But gonna do. No one asks me what I want. Yeah.
Did we talk about every?
I feel like we covered pretty much everything. We went off a lot about Blark, but we definitely covered everything.
Like this episode, I feel like didn't have much. Like that's why it was a good episode for Bob to direct for the first time because it wasn't too crazy. Like there wasn't much action. There was, but it wasn't like it usually
not as much as there like the rest.
Yeah,
of the
like
episodes,
we said this in our review. I felt like this episode was kind of like the slower one out of all of the other ones. Like the season has just been awesome as a whole, but this episode we really had like a pause almost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think like there were like a lot of things going on, but like there wasn't any. I mean, there was with the Blakes, but like other than that, like no big, I don't know, action scene or like anything that was like really huge. So I mean, I really enjoyed this episode. I needed to like calm down a bit.
One. It was literally calm before the storm.
Episode 10,
I feel like now 12 and 13 are gonna be.
They're gonna be really just like hit the ground running. I think I'm not ready, but you know.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for the next episode. I think there's gonna
I can't wait. I can't wait for the finale. I'm excited to find out what happens.
You know what's gonna be really nice is next season we're gonna have 16 episodes. So like we'll have like 6 more episodes where we are now instead of 2, which is really
cool.
Yes, it's gonna be 100. It's gonna be 100.
It's gonna be. Yeah.
I love that.
Do you think that we're ending after next season? Do you think that'll be it?
Yeah, we feel like that. So. That's why they have 16 more episodes. I feel like they're definitely gonna end.
They renewed the show before the season even started, and so I feel like they.
Honestly, it makes sense.
I understand.
I mean,
I don't want to like. I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Yeah,
but I think like, 7 seasons is a good.
I think it's time. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we think so too. But it's weird because they didn't say that this was the last season. Normally when it's a long running show, they'll be like, okay, they're returning for the final season. They didn't say that with this. So that's why I'm kind of like, I wonder if they're treating it maybe like it's the last, but they're also going to be like, let's see how it goes with like an audience. Because the 100 does have a really big fan base. Like they have a lot of people watching. So if they still have that momentum, I don't know if they would end. I don't know.
I felt like maybe they're waiting for this season to like finish airing, and they're like, okay,
Yeah, I feel,
next one.
yeah,
is
I
last
think
one
we're
or
gonna know
something.
after
Yeah.
this season.
You can definitely say if it's the last one. If they don't say it's the last one, then it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the last
not
one.
last one. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see soon.
I do think 7 seasons is really good though. Like if it is the end,
yeah,
7 seasons is very successful. And
Yeah.
I don't like shows go on longer than they need to go on. Like when it's ending, just end it, you know?
So I agree. I agree completely.
Yeah.
And I feel like The 100 is a show. I mean, I don't doubt that they would have enough storyline to go for however long they want. But I feel like 7 seasons is a perfect, perfect time for them.
Like the
honestly.
100 episodes. Come
Yeah.
on, that's fucking great.
It's very fitting. It's fitting. And we've always said, everybody has always wanted from the beginning, we need 100 episodes for the 100. So
Yeah.
Yes, I think it'd be really a poetic end.
Epic.
Really, really nice.
Okay.
All right,
so
guys.
thank you guys for joining.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 more chats before we're done with season 6.
Yep. So we'll stay on Twitter when we're gonna go live for the next episode.
Yes. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hey. Bye.